was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Rap. You gonna take. You got take. You got it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Ten Lobo. Tight on the stop, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go,
There's a hush indeed. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Got it. 59. Mike's 59. You don't know no better. Hatchet.
On 1st down, Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now it's Hines. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Let's go.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Ready. 59, come on. Check, 59. And let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right here. Watch out.
Going to give it to Love. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Check three. Hey, wide motion. 3. Shit.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Double dog. That's the way. 90 is a must.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Strong right. Hey, we got 3 down. 90 is a mic. Here we go. You're out. Shoot. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Hey, echo.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Try to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 down. 3 down.
Hard. Hard. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
No.
Ready.
Running with Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
32-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
21-0 our score after 1.
Redskins 21, Giants nothing.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Lawrence. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
5. Go.
Not today, you are. Not today. 90.
Ready.
Nowhere. 90 is a mic. No gain on this.
Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike to 59. Hold on. Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Mike's 59. Mike's stretch.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. McManus's point after is good, and a rout is on here in this first half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
You better go. 59 Mike.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Shift.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double time. Hey! Bravo!
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Pick up the ball. Yes. Hey, Zoo. 90 is a Mike. Here we go. 90 is a go.
Set a tone, fellas.
To throw on second down, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
25, check 25, check 25.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch. No. Off.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Exit. Tight end right.
Look at me. Door.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On second down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
60 Pittsburgh. You ain't got nothing.
Alert 3.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready, set.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Tight end's left. Alert. 3 down. 90 is a Mike.
Y'all not ready.
90 is a Mike.
Go.
Off play action. Lawrence. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
90 is a Mike. 3 buzz. Switches.
Look, squeeze. Smooth.
90 is a Mike.
I'm coming. Ready.
On first down, Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home,
60
and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Gone. Yep.
Staying open. Safe.
To throw again, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's complete. Stills. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up.
Completes it to Davis. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. First down, Murray. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Murray now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.